going on, guys? It's Chris from ToyWiz, and today is an exciting day. We just got in Commander Legends, and here I have a sealed case for you. Haven't gotten in the collector boosters yet. When I get them in, I'll probably do a case break for you, or maybe just a box break. But I wanted to give you the full, long experience of opening an entire case of Commander Legends because I think this product is honestly amazing. It's super, super cool. So let's crack her open and get right into this. I think this is the coolest set they've done in a long time. I mean, Double Masters was sweet and all, but this is, it's a brand new type of product. The value is high. Oh, sorry for knocking the camera there. And a lot of the cards are just really cool. And there's a lot of value in it. I mean, boxes right now are going for like $140, which for an unlimited print run product is pretty crazy. It's not Jumpstart levels, but Jumpstart was a whole mess, you know. But I think this is the best product they've come out with, frankly, all year. It's just really unique. So many players are hyped for it. I've seen more people get excited for this than I have for anything else this year. So I am super excited, and I can't wait to draft it. Unfortunately, I can't do it at the shop. Got to do it with my friends back home, but you know, that is what it is. Such is the state of 2020, but it seems super fun. If you guys can draft it, you live outside of the United States, outside of Europe, I would say go for it, because it seems like it's a super sweet format. All right, let's get right into it. I'm gonna go pretty quick because I got an entire case to go through, so I'm gonna skip through most of the commons. I'm gonna skip through all of the commons, frankly. I'll show you the notable uncommons, and we'll look at the rares and the foils and the etched foils, which are super cool. And we're starting things off pretty well. Here is Sakashima of 1,000 Faces. This card's pretty good. This card's like 25 bucks. Very good commander. I'm surprised they brought back Partner, in all honesty. Partner is just so broken that I didn't think they would ever do it again, in all honesty. But here we are. So these partners, expect them to, you know, go up in value over time, for sure. Oh, also one thing that you guys should know about the foils in this product. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard on the camera, but the text is very faded. That seems to be across all of the foils from what I've seen so far. So just a heads up, if you're looking to get foils of this set, maybe wait till the second print run, because the text is really, really faded. Kind of unfortunate, but you know, new printers for Wizards and all that jazz. It'll happen. So out of curiosity, you guys let me know in the comments, what do you think of Jeweled Lotus? Because that has been the talk of the town lately. It's kind of it's kind of taken over the talk about Commander Legends. It's pre-selling for like $250, and it went down to $100. Now we're at, you know, like $80 or so. I think it's going to settle around the $50 to $60 mark. Although, if I'm picking up one now because I have a commander deck that could use it, and just in case it does hold its $80 to $100 price tag, I want to make sure I have it. So if you have a deck that you 100% know you want it for, I would take it now and not risk it potentially going back up. But if it's optional and you can wait on it, I would wait. Good call. I don't think the extended art and the extended art foil are going to go down because a lot of places, us included, got their allocations for collector boosters heavily limited. It's really, really low. I ordered something like 400 and I got 36, so, or 42, something like that. Not great, not great. Ooh, 3 rares in that pack. Alright, let's see. Rakshasa Debaser. Have you guys been playing much Commander? Out of curiosity? I know COVID is keeping people separate. Are you playing on Moto or are you playing it on in person? What are you doing? You playing Brawl and Arena? That's one thing I never got into. Never got into Brawl. Seems interesting. It's a little weird though. I don't know. Whenever I'm on Arena, I think about making a Brawl deck, but then I'm like, I'll just play Standard or I'll just draft. Or I'll play Historic. Historic has been really cool. Ooh, our first etched foil. See if you can see that. You guys see that? It looks really nice. This camera doesn't really do it justice, but trust me, in person, it looks really good. It looks really, really, really good. And I don't think they're going to curl as badly as most foils do. Because not the entire card is foiled. It's just the borders and pieces of the text box and whatnot. So I think they're actually going to be competitive, or playable in competitive play rather. Ooh, and this is another one, 3 visits. Your $200 card that's spiked this summer, now $4. So if you've been waiting on 3 visits, go buy a copy now. Now is the time to pick them up, for sure. For sure. I think this set is going to hold so much value, even though it's on limited print run. I mean, there's just so many good rares. You got Blasphemous Act, you've got new commanders, like, there's just so much in this set. And some of your rares also are just like $40, like Opposition Agent, Hullbreaker. Like, these cards are nuts. Ooh, another etched foil. Ah, Rakdos, Lord of Riots. That's cool. Super cool. Ooh, there we go. There you can see the frame kind of do its foily thing. Yeah, just super sweet. Super, super sweet. I'm definitely going to pick up a Thrasios for my commander deck in etched foil. I think they just look awesome. Love this card too. Hans Eriksson. He kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. He's kind of terrible. But the artwork is just so good. They made sleeves on a deck box of them too. So you should pick those up. Thought Vessel reprint. Man, I gotta pick up the face a little bit. Aha, and the Battle Bond lands. I almost forgot about those. So good. So, so good. And now we have a complete cycle, and all is right in the world. Pretty excellent. I actually think the Battle Bond lands are a little underpriced too. The old ones and the new ones. I think those cards deserve to be $15 to $20. And I think over time they will go to that $20 price mark and hover around there, assuming they don't get reprinted for too long. But I mean, the demand is just so high for them that I think they have to go to that price point at least, right? There's no way they don't. No shot. All right, we're almost at the end of box 1. We got 4 more packs, so show me. Well, Jeweled Lotus was not in that one. Another interesting thing about this box, from a financial perspective, you've got 2 legendary slots, which could be rare, so you can get up to 4 rares or mythics in a pack. But what's interesting is, since 2 of those 4 rares, ooh, there we go. Jeweled Lotus, $80. That is 1 box paid for out of our case. That's such a sweet thing. Like, you have Jeweled Lotus and Mana Drain. Either one of those, you open it, pays for the box. Everything else is gravy. Everything else is just pure gravy and free money. Really makes this, if you can get a good deal on this set, if you can get like a case at like $120 a box or something, probably worth your time to just crack it. if you got cards that you need, or if you just want to flip them and keep a couple cards, you know. So this set is so good in my perspective because you just got. It's good for the financial people. It's good for the casual commander players. You've got some cards that people want to play in Legacy, like Opposition Agent. It ticks a lot of the boxes, and it's fun to draft. Allegedly, I haven't gotten a chance yet, but from the people I've talked to, they said it was a lot of fun. Kind of like Conspiracy. Conspiracy was one of my favorite draft formats, and I think this is going to be very similar. 3 rares in that pack. All right, that is the end of box 1. Not too bad. 2 foil-etched, Jeweled Lotus, Opposition Agent. Wait, did we get an Opposition Agent? I can't remember. I actually don't think so. Oh, we got one of the Battle Bond Lights. Yeah. A Mnemonic Deluge. Not bad. Foil Court of Cunning. Oh, we got the Sakashima. That's right. I'll pull that aside. That's pretty good. I'll just leave that up. Yeah. Good stuff. Where did I put my box cutter? There it is. Onwards to box number 2. What was I saying before I opened that Jeweled Lotus? I don't remember. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? What card are you guys most excited about? I know Jeweled Lotus is eating all the hype right now, but just gotta throw those packs on the floor. Is Jeweled Lotus what you're excited about? Or is it some new commander? Something else? Let me know. What I was most excited about was Opposition Agent because this prospect of playing that in Legacy seems super sweet. Super duper sweet. I don't know if it's actually going to be good. I think it is. I think it will be good because 3 mana is not that expensive. Love this card. Apex Devastator. Cascade, 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 Cascade. Very cool. The most Timmy of all Timmy cards. I like that a lot. Whoops. I think I put all the... Yeah, I put all the commons on top of our rares. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Not a super expensive card, but a very cool card. I like it a lot. I'm probably going to throw that in most of my green decks, not because it's good, but because it seems really fun. And like, that's kind of what Commander's about, right? Commander is just about having fun. It's really not that big of a deal if you win or lose in Commander, in all honesty, you know? You're not playing for prizes, unless you're, doing a league or something. Or a money match with your friends or whatnot. So having fun. And what is more fun than random cascades? Unless you build your deck around it to combo off Cascade or whatever, but you're not going to do that with Apex Devastator, right? Because it's 10 mana. I don't think so. It's a cool card. I wish we had more of those in Magic. We've got some super high power level cards in recent years, but I wish we had more just fun cards, right? Magic has lost some of the wacky, weird, just goofy stuff that we used to have. I wish they'd bring that back. I'd bring that back just a little bit. Aurora Phoenix. Rograk. Rograk's sweet. Ooh. And another etched foil. Yeah. Rograk's really cool. Another goofy card. Like, this card isn't broken. It's a 0 mana 0/1 commander. Not broken at all, but super cool, super fun. Build a Kobold deck. Like, Kobold decks are awesome. Granted, this card, Rograk did make the cost of the 0 mana Kobold from Legends go up to like $7, so $7 to $10, which is kind of crazy. But it's just a cool deck. Super cool. Ooh, Opposition Agent. There you go. Card's sweet. You control your opponents while they search their library, and you get to play the cards that they search for. Fantastic card. I mean, you're playing against Storm and Legacy, and you flash this in. I mean, they just lose. Or even if you just want to value play it, to grab a, I'll put this down here. You want to play it to grab one of their foil scroll rack. There we are. That is money. That is like, what, 90 bucks? 100 bucks? Something like that? If I remember correctly. The regular one is like 30 to 40. But I think the foil is up around the $80 mark. Maybe a little bit lower, maybe closer to 70. But that's a good hit. That's another box paid for. And everything else in this box is now just gravy. God, I love this set. Also, I have to say, while the printing quality of the foils in this set is it's kind of shoddy with how, you know, opaque they are, the cardstock quality from this set feels really nice. It feels really, really good. I don't know which printing facility this came from, whether it was the, another 3 visits. And a rings. I'm glad this finally got a reprint. This really needed a reprint so badly. So badly. Might be the Japanese printer, might be the Jumpstart printer. If it is the Jumpstart printer, then they have picked up their game a good amount since the last one. Because Jumpstart cards were your average card stock, and then they just had a million misprints. Probably because of COVID, but if it is the same printers, kudos to you guys. You did a good job, and you guys stepped up. Because now the card stock feels really, really good. I like it a lot. And also, I just want to say, this scroll rack, I'm glad that they went with this artwork and didn't make new artwork for it, because it is really nice, and I like that old painted artwork. It's not CGI, somebody actually had to sit down and paint it. Ooh, Command Beacon, another card that really needed a reprint, and a borderless Tevish Zat. Our first borderless Planeswalker card. Yeah. Actually, I'd be curious to know, you guys tell me, do you like the CG art or the old painted artwork better? I'd be very curious to know, because I adore the painted artwork. I just think it has so much more character, so much more style to it, that I think kind of gets lost nowadays. Nowadays everything is CG, and you know, your different artists have their own styles. Obviously, Seb McKinnon has an incredible style, and his artwork is still incredibly amazing. But I feel like a lot of it is very samey in the set, especially in like the common slots and the more bulky rares. There are always standouts that look amazing, like Exploration from Double Masters. But the feels of Vampiric Tutor, jeez Louise, this set is just amazing. It is so good. So good. That's one I wish we had the old artwork for. I like the old artwork on Vampiric Tutor. Yeah, but I feel like we lost some of the character and the charm. Ooh, well, Wheel of Misfortune. This card's interesting. I don't know if this card is going to be like amazing. I can't really tell right now. It seems like it will be good in Commander, but it could be insane, and it could be worth a lot more money in the future. But I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. It's just real effects are so good, and it also has the potential to go infinite. Or not necessarily infinite, but if you like use Hallow and then Wheel of Misfortune, you gain like 90 life or however much life you just name. So it could be really, really good. But I will have to leave it to the better deck builders than I. I am no master EDH deck builder. Definitely not. I play a lot more constructed than I do Commander. But I think that card has potential. Right now they're like, what, $9? $8? The foil is obviously more. Court of Cunning. Haven't seen any of the green court yet. The green court is the really good one. Would like to get one of those. Let's just put a card into play from your hand. I think all of the courts are pretty good, in all honesty. The blue one's very nice. That Court of Cunning. The white one's very nice. Hellkite Courser is good. Hellkite Courser is a sweet card. But yeah, the courts, the green one's the best one. The white one's pretty good. The blue one's pretty good. But they're all pretty decent because Monarch is just crazy. Also, that was the end of box number 2. On to box number 3. Let's get into it. It was a fun time. I always look forward to set releases. I don't get to crack too many packs outside of that. I don't buy too many boxes of my own. Throw those on the floor. Get it here. And every time a new set comes out, I get to crack, a number of cases, 4, 5, 6, maybe more. I have a feeling this one I might open a good number more cases than normal because the value on this set is just so high. Let me move these commons out of the way for you. Stack's getting a little large. Also, one thing I didn't mention, the uncommon slot is stacked. You've got a lot of $4 and $5 uncommons. You've got Arcane Signet, you've got 3 visits, you've got all of your diamonds and commons. It's really good. It's really good. You recoup a lot of your cost in that common and uncommon slot. That a lot of people just don't even think about. You make a lot of money off of commons and uncommons for anybody out there who is trying to crack for profit. Make sure you sell those. Don't just bulk them out. Well, bulk some of them out, but definitely sift through them and try to sell those like taller commons and uncommons. Goes a long way. Blade Reaver. My piles are falling all over the place. Did you guys hear about what happened with the Mox this last week? It's an interesting situation. Ooh, poor razor. The Amphenologist. I love this guy. Protection from salamanders. They're coming, dude. The salamander takeover. Lizards will rule the world. I guess amphibians in this case. But no, the Mox, it's been getting a bunch of talk in the community lately. Little pricing. There's been so many controversies this year in Magic and everything else, but especially Magic. Oh yeah, Thought Vessel, it's uncommon too. Pretty sweet. I don't know, man. So if you guys don't know what happened, let me explain. The Mox top 8, there was a game where it was a modern match. One person was playing 4-color Omnath with Field of the Dead, Make Zombies, and one person was playing the green-white Heliod combo deck, Walking Ballista, Spike Feeder, all that jazz. Now on Magic Arena or Magic Online, you can't just say, I'm going to loop Spike Feeder infinitely and gain infinite life. Because Heliod plus Spike Feeder equals infinite life. Whenever you gain life, you put a counter on something, and you can remove the counter to gain 2 life off Spike Feeder, so you gain infinite life. But on Magic Online, you gotta do a bunch of button presses, because you can't, establish a loop. So in game 1, this guy established the loop. Okay, got Heliod Spike Feeder. And they spoke in the chat and said, okay, you're at infinite life, that's fine. I'll just concede and we'll go to game 2. Then the 4-color Omnath person won game 2, and then game 3, that's where it got a little tricky. Because he established the loop, but it was game 3 and his opponent did not want to accept that it was accept the loop and call it a loss, because his opponent was lower on timer, and he basically said, "No, you gotta go through it, play on the timer," and then the green-white player ended up losing because he had to take more game actions to do the loop, and he ended up just running out of time. And on the Magic Online, if you run out of time on your clock, you just instantly lose the match. So it was a little bit controversial because he, accepted it in game 1 and said, "Yep, that's a loop I lose. I can't beat, infinite life because I have no way to get around that in my deck." And then in game 3, he said, "No, never mind," and ended up winning. So a lot of people are saying it's bad behavior. Some other people are saying that's just how the game is on Magic Online. I'm kind of on the fence. I think it's kind of a dick move to do that. At least after you said in game 1 that you would accept the loop. It's a little iffy, I must say. But I don't know. I think people are overreacting a little bit, but I also think it's a little scummy. But when you're playing for $20,000, that suddenly it's a lot more justifiable to be a rules lawyer. Ooh, Hull Breacher, $35. Love to see that. Hull Breacher's another card that's crazy. This one's not a legacy card. However, in Commander, making treasures instead of somebody drawing is huge. Absolutely huge. Shut down somebody's combo, or you just cut them off of card advantage, and then you have a bunch of mana so you can combo off the next turn. It's really good. I don't think it's going to go up too much higher. I think it's going to hover around that $35 mark, and I think that's where it'll stay for a good while. Because it's great, but this is an unlimited print run, and I don't think it's going to see play outside of Commander. Staff of Domination. That card needed a reprint so badly, so badly. I can't believe the original was getting up to like $60. That's insane, absolutely insane. Profane Transfusion. That's a cool card. I like that card a lot. Just from a design perspective. Not the best card in the world, but it's cool. Actually, all of the 9 mana mythic sorceries, I think, are very cool from a design perspective. Another bad bond land. This one swaps, players' life totals and you make an XX. Pretty sweet. I wish the token had Trample or Fear. If it had either of those, it'd be a lot better. But it's still a cool card, as it is. Ooh, another one. God, these are so pretty. Got an Arcane Signet. Oh, I forgot about that. That's in the uncommon slot too. Card is nice. 3 rares. Pretty sweet. Alright, and that is box number 3. Not as crazy, nothing insane, but we did get a Hull Breacher. We did get like 3 Battle Bond lands in that stack of packs. So still broke even. Still quite good. Cannot complain. There we go, halfway through, and at the halfway mark, I would say this is a extremely good box, or an extremely good case so far. We'll have to see how the other half shapes up, but we shall see. Also, I should, I might put that on top of the rares again. Why did I do that? There we go. I should clarify when I say made back our cost of the boxes and cost of the case. That is the retail cost, right? Store cost. So for us, right about $90. Is what we pay the distributor. Ish. Depends on the product. Depends on, you know, how screwed up the allocations are, how much we order, all that. That's just, you know, thereabouts. Command Beacon. I can't believe this card was like $40. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. Because Command Beacon, it's a good card. You can put it in every single commander deck that you have. But it's not so amazing and so like crazy that it should be worth like $35, $40, you know? It is just a good card that goes in every deck. It's like Arcane Signet, you know? Although some people say you don't run Arcane Signet in every deck, but I think that's, I think you kind of do. Unless you're at like top level CDH. But even then, like, it's just so good. But yeah, Arcane Signet's not $40. And it shouldn't be $40. Command Beacon just is because there wasn't that many out there. You know? So now, a bunch of people have access to it, a bunch of people can play it. It's great. Oh, actually, one controversy I wanted to talk about. Well, not controversy, but discussion that people have been having. I want to talk about when I opened ToyWiz.com. What do you guys think of ToyWiz.com? A lot of people have been saying they're going to house ban ToyWiz.com because it's not fun that he takes control out of all of your commanders. And it's like, I disagree with it. I'm curious what you guys think, but I don't agree. Like, come on. The card just came out, and it's only that unfun if it gets to Ultimate, right? Like, what? Who cares? Like, if somebody's ultimating a Planeswalker, they probably just win the game anyway. Just like if they resolve Reshape the Earth, they're gonna win anyway. So, like, who cares? This guy comes in at 4, he goes up to 6, and then 8, and then 10. But, like, that means he's lived for 4 turns. Even if you have doubling season, he doesn't go off this turn, he comes down. He comes in at 8. Like, it's just, I think people were overblowing it a ton. I don't know. I think people should just play the cards they want to play. And unless it's super oppressive and it makes the game super unfun for everybody else, it should be allowed. And while ToyWiz.com may be unfun once he ultimates, kind of hard to make him ultimate, right? Like, you kind of deserve it if he goes off. Oops. I don't know. Just my perspective. Kind of the same thing with Infect. I think Infect is fine, with the caveat of Phyresis on some commanders. And it's a little gray area, but like just straight up commander cards, Skithrix is fine, man. Come on. No. Unless your opponent is like brand new to commander and you just pub stomp them out of the game with Skithrix in like 4 turns or something. But even then, like, who cares? You can play around that. You can teach your friend who's new to commander how to stop Skithrix and kill it. Just counter it. So once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but let me know what cool new commander decks you're making, because I'm going to build a Sphinx of the Second Sun deck, 100%. Because Sphinx of the Second Sun is sweet. Like, that effect of repeating your upkeep, draw, untap, that seems awesome. I think you can abuse that pretty hard. I think there's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. Unfortunately, he's mono blue, which kind of stinks. I think he's going to be a great card in pretty much any 99. As a commander, he might be a little tough to make work just because it's mono blue, but I'm going to try it anyway because I think he's got a lot of potential. That's just me. Also, my actually most anticipated commander deck to build this time around, Mana Burn. Mana Burn seems awesome. Forget what his name is. That Jund dude. You tap them, everybody adds Jund colors to their mana pool, and if they don't spend it, if they don't spend any mana, they take damage. I think it's awesome. I think it is a really cool design space. And I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And Jund, you know, not the greatest commander colors because you don't have blue, but it's a cool card. It's just a cool card. It's like so much else in the set. There he is, Yurlok of Scorched Thrash. Good old Yurlok. Cool throwback. It's old school rules. Reminds me a little bit of Time Spiral, you know? Man, I miss Time Spiral. We need Time Spiral 2.0. I know that's kind of what Modern Horizons was, but nah, we need real Time Spiral 2.0. I want like 50 mechanics in every pack. Just give me everything. You give me Reinforce on like one card in the set. Give me Poison on one card in the set. Oh man, that'd be so sweet. Ooh, another Scroll Rack. Let's go. Not foil this time, but that's okay. We can live without foils. It's still a $35 card. Scroll Rack is actually one of those cards that I don't have for myself that I will be buying from Commander Legends. Because ToyWiz has been out of Scroll Racks for quite a while. Because nobody ever wants to trade them, because they're so good. But now we have them. Ooh, Radiant, Sarah Archangel. Actually, that reminds me, did you guys see the Radiant buyouts that we're having recently? The original Radiant? That was so weird. I thought that was the strangest thing. Some of these buyouts seem kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. From my perspective, at least. Like certain cards like that just don't make any sense. Like, why are you buying it out? There's so many out there. There's like no demand for it. Who's gonna buy them for that high a price? I don't know. I feel like when you buy something out, you gotta be confident that the card is already underpriced, and your buyout is shifting the needle to where it should be and beyond. But once it readjusts, you are banking on it readjusting to a higher price, readjusting to the higher price that you believe it should be at. So if I think a card from Legends is really, really good and I think it's underpriced right now, I should buy out those cards. I'll make some profit short term because the price is going to spike really high, and then when it settles, it's going to settle at a higher price because it says I think the card is worth more, and if I'm right, it should end up being worth more after the buyout settles. But I don't think a lot of people are thinking that through. I think they're just trying to make quick term profit by buying stuff out, and then they make, you know, some of their money back because the price spikes, but then afterwards they're stuck with just tons of this card, and the price goes back to where it was, or it goes below where it was. That happens sometimes. Because people realize, nah, I don't really need this card. I don't want it. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these buyouts this past year have been really silly. Ooh, there's the good court, green court. We probably got a couple other copies of it, but I just missed them. Card's really good. It's really good. I know a lot of people were comparing it to Oath of Druids. It's not Oath of Druids. It's not even close to Oath of Druids. But it is quite good. And it gives you card draw, which Oath of Druids does not. Blue foil, Thought Vessel like that. Like that a lot. I can't wait to have extended art. So somebody drops like an extended art Thought Vessel. It'd be sweet. Or extended art Jewel Lotus. Jesus Christ, that card is so expensive. Thankfully, it's sub, $1,000 now, but. And I don't think the extended art is going down because of supply issues. Collectors or boosters are always a one-time print run. Commanders play sweet, very sweet. Oops, that's wrong. I noticed they've been playing around with protection a lot more recently, which is an interesting move on their part. The mechanic's always been a little touch and go. Ooh, another Hull Breacher. That's cool. That is good for the value. sleeve that up. At the end, I'll go through these bunch of cards, and we'll count them up. See how we did. I think we're going to do quite well on this one. Obviously, I hope we get another Jewel Lotus, another Opposition Aegis, another Sagashima. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. And I am happy with breaking even on the expensive cards and having everything else be gravy. Ooh, Staff of Domination. Nice. I'm not a greedy man. I take what I can get. Don't wish for everything under the sun. Fix this pile. Go to the stadium. One thing I will say about these Battle Bond lands, I like the old artwork and theming of the Battle Bond lands more. These are less, they're not quite as cool. Whoopsie daisies, throwing cards around. They're not quite as iconic and memorable. And the old ones like Luxury Suite and Morphing Pool. I don't know why, those just kind of stick with me. It might actually I know why it is. The old ones stick with me more because there was actually like a plane and a setting. There was a environment to the to Battle Bond. You know, I forget what the plane was called, but it was your Coliseum world. Whereas Commander Legends is, I don't think there's a distinctive plane. I think it's just an amalgamation of a bunch of different planes, kind of like how Modern Horizons was, which is fine. It's just some of the new cards are harder to remember because of that. Unless there is a story. If there is a story and a plane that is associated with Commander Legends, let me know, please, because I would love to know that. I am the only one in the office, or the shop, that knows anything about Magic lore here at ToyWiz. Ooh, duplicate. That's kind of interesting. Just hit me up. Or any other cool lore tidbits that you want to talk to me about. Or really, anything. Throw in the comments. What's this mean? If you're mean, go away. Nah, I'm just kidding. Got some constructive criticism for me. I'm all ears. Or for ToyWiz as a whole. Throw it down there. Alright. 2/3 of the way through box number 5 here. Port of Grace. Good card. Make some angels. Actually reminds me, one thing that has always puzzled me, and I never got, why is it that new Magic players always gravitate towards Angels and Life Gain? I did, my brother did, most of my friends did when I first got into Magic. It's just something that everybody seems to think is the way to go. Everybody seems to think Life Gain and Angels are just insane, and I don't understand why. Like, even though I did it, I don't know why I did it. Like, what is it? If you guys can explain it to me, let me know, because I just don't get it. They suck so bad. Well, the reason white is so bad is because so much of it is based around Life Gain and Angels. And all that jazz. Ooh, Opposition Agent. Now, if we get Life Gain cards that are good, that make Life Gain like viable in anything, and I know you Soul Sisters players out there be like, oh, Life Gain is viable. Ooh, Mana Drain, nice, 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 nice. We've hit pretty much every good card in the set in this case, which is awesome. But yeah, and I know you Soul Sisters are commenting right now, angrily. It is viable. It's amazing in Modern. Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe. That mono white Heliod Soul Sisters deck is like okay. But anything else, you're gonna have to try real hard to convince me that's good. And even that mono white Heliod Soul Sisters combo deck. Yeah, I still don't think that's that good. But if we could have like a standard life gain deck or standard Angels tribal deck, like bring back the Splendid Angel and Ira Dawnbringer and print some other good Angels and get that going, that'd be pretty freaking sweet. That would be very, very sweet. Oops, knocked over that pile. Our tokens are invading. So many tokens. Actually, I gotta ask, do you guys hunt down your tokens and use them? Because I sure as hell do not. I never use the correct tokens. I use Pokemon cards sometimes. All right, on to the final box, box number 6. Now, box number 5 was pretty good, purely because of that mana drain and that opposition agent. They kind of pulled through for the whole box. I mean, the mana drain by itself almost paid for the box. You know, you're looking at 65, 70 bucks for that one. Are there any big money cards that we're still missing? I don't think so. I mean, we've hit on the low end for most of our ish foils, but I'm not complaining. Everything else, all the other big hits that we got, like the main set hits, we got for sure. Actually, let me move this over. Get rid of these commons. God, we have so many commons. You should see the stacks next to me. There's thousands of them. Right, we will be sorting through shortly. No, I can't. Nobody wants to watch that. Not a soul in the whole wide world wants to watch me sort commons. Sarshin's will. Another Lotus. Nope. Get a Court though, Court of Ambition. Oh, that's actually really good. Marath. Marith? I don't know how you say it. Will of the Wild. This card's great. One of the few cards that had a day 0 errata on its rules text. They had. It's now actually written into the card that X can't be zero. But the original time it was printed in OG Commander did not have that text when they had to errata it in through Gatherer. Because you used to be able to have Glorious Anthem and just say X and 0 and make infinite tokens. A little broken, a little bit broken. So, as soon as the card was printed, you know, get rid of that. And now it has its card text. Magic doesn't do that very often. Only once in a blue moon when it really breaks something. Or it just doesn't work by the mechanics of the game will they do that. In fact, before Companion, we didn't have. There were almost 0 instances of power level errata. Marath was one of the few ones, but that was just because they didn't think about that scenario, and so it wasn't working as intended in that scenario. Companion was just because it was too good. It was too good, even when people played it as it was intended. It was just too broken. Just one of 2020's unfortunate moments for Magic. There are a lot of good moments too. Don't get me wrong, a lot of good moments, but a lot of not amazing moments either. But hey, at least we are ending it on a high note. Like this, and Call of Time sounds like it's going to be sweet. I love snow. And it seems like we're going to get snow permanents once again, which will be super sweet. I cannot wait. I hope they continue this, this Commander Legends series. Modern Horizons, they're going to continue, and I'm okay with it, but I hope they're a little bit more cautious this time. Commander Legends, I'm like, you do you, and you go full steam ahead, do whatever you want with it. Because even Jeweled Lotus, I don't think it's too broken. I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine for the format. I don't think it's going to break anything. I don't think any of the cards in this set are going to break anything. And so I would encourage them to just forge on ahead and make a new one next year. Or maybe wait 2 years if you want to, not oversaturate the Commander market. Because I know you've been putting a lot on them this year. Sakashima and a foil etched Commander. Which one's this one? Halana, Cassian Ranger, Human Archer. Sakashima is cool. I haven't looked too much into combos you can do with Sakashima, but there's got to be a lot. Got to be a lot that having two of the same commander can result in. Nice Shade Harvester. Good card. Fire Eruption. This one's super sweet. That might be my favorite, just from a. Ooh, we got 4 rares in that pack. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's cool. Happens once in a blue moon. Yeah, pretty sweet. Soulfire Eruption is my favorite out of the Mythic Sorcery 9-mana cycle, which is just ridiculous that we have a 9-mana sorcery cycle in a Magic set. It's kind of super funny. But it's my favorite because it's just so random and wacky and awesome. And I think it's good. I don't think it's broken. It's not crazy good, but it is good, I think. Another Arcane Signet, a Rejuvenating Springs. Cool stuff. I love those random wacky cards. Specifically random wacky red cards. As long as they don't go too overboard on their, wackiness. Like Warp World, too wacky. Possibility Storm, little too wacky. Oh, that one's on the fence. There are some red enchantments in particular that are too random and make the game not fun because it makes the game take forever. But there are other ones, like the new red mana, the 9-mana sorcery, that are just fun, just straight up fun and cool, because they don't bring the game to a halt. And those are some of my favorite cards in the game. I really want to make a red chaos deck without the really. There's our second one, Jeweled Lotus number 2. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. No foils as of yet, but hey. I am not going to complain about getting 2 Jeweled Lotus, a foil scroll rack, a regular scroll rack, and a mana dream, all in the same case like that. That's just so good. That's just so excellent. All right, last 2 packs. Let's see it. Show me something good. Weaver Druid. Alright. Alright. Last pack. Show me that foil Jeweled Lotus. Show it to me. Show it to me. Oh, I think I saw a peek. Wheel of Misfortune. Okay. $10. Not bad. Sakashima's Will. It was a foil rare, but not the one we were looking for. Alright. Let's do a quick recap. So we got Jeweled Lotus. $80. Right? Let's move this out of the way. We'll start stacking these because I wanna do a cost and plus breakdown just out of the really high-end cards for you guys. So $80, 160, right? scroll rack is 30, so that's 190. Mana drain is 60, so that's 250. Sakashimas are 25 apiece, so that's 300. Vampiric Tutor is 50, so that's 350. Opposition agents are 35, so that's 420. Foil scroll rack, it's I'm not 100% sure. I think it's like 70-ish. So you're looking at 490. Hall breachers are $30, so that's 60. So that puts you at 550, and then the rest is gravy. Right. So this covered the cost of our case pretty much. And so all of this and all of this is just free. All right, like that's amazing. That's incredible. So, lesson learned, this set is worth crazy amounts of money if you're just looking to break. Or if you're just looking to crack some packs because you got stuff you want from the set, or if you just want to draft it. The set's just amazing from a value perspective and from a flavor perspective and from a cool cards perspective. Highly recommend it. I would highly recommend getting some boxes, and if you need any cards from the set, pick those up from ToyWiz.com or at our retail store location, 347 West Route 59, Nanuet, New York. All of these cards are going to be up on the website. Anything else I get from my case breaks, probably going to open about 5 cases, so I should have plenty of everything. And I'll open some collector boosters as well. I'll probably do one on camera for you guys too. So if you want boosters or singles, check us out, and I'll catch you guys next time.